Jessica, I haven't talked to you in so long. Are you there?
Sarah, is that really you? I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's me. I know it's been forever. How have you been?
I should be asking you that. We've all been so worried. Mom said she hasn't heard from you in a while, and that you moved without telling anyone where you were going. Not even a forwarding address.
Yeah, I needed a fresh start. Had to get away from all the drama. Where are you living now?
Same place as always. You know I hate moving.
Actually, I moved near your place. Like, really close.
Really? Then please let Mom know too. She's been worried sick about you and Emma. Keeps asking if I've heard anything.
Worried? I bet she's just mad. She just wants to scold me, like she always does.
I don't think that's true, but she asks about Emma every day. Wants to know if she's eating well, if she's happy.
You know why I got divorced, right? Everyone's been talking about it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I heard. From both sides, actually.
Both sides? So Michael's been spreading his version too?
He reached out once. Wanted to know if I had heard from you.
I bet you think I'm a dumb bitch who cheated too. Just like everyone else.
I don't think that at all. Cheating on your spouse is wrong, but outsiders can never fully understand what goes on in a marriage. I'm not trying to defend infidelity, but I'm not going to judge either. Every relationship is complicated.
As expected, you get it. You always were the understanding one.
No, I don't get it at all, but there's no point in outsiders gossiping about this stuff. What's done is done.
Exactly. No matter what anyone says, nothing changes. And yet society is so hard on affairs. It's infuriating. Like they've never made mistakes. I ended up like this after thinking it through a lot too.
I don't think you should be so defiant, but... Oh, how are you and Emma doing, by the way? She must be getting so big.
We're getting by. What about you? Anything new with you? You seem different somehow.
Actually, I'm pregnant. Just found out a while ago.
Oh, congrats! I'm gonna be an auntie. Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Thank you. Well, I had no way to contact you.
How many months? Is it showing yet?
8 months now. Yeah, quite a bit, actually.
It's almost time then. That's amazing. Time flies.
Yeah, my belly is so big now, it's pretty hard to move around. Can barely tie my shoes anymore.
I know how you feel. When I was pregnant with Emma, it was so tough. I never wanted to get pregnant again. The backaches were killer. And don't get me started on the swollen feet.
The physical changes in morning sickness are rough. But since it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, I'm trying to enjoy it, even the uncomfortable parts.
So I guess you're home all the time now? Must be nice to just rest.
Yeah, doctor's orders to take it easy.
Is your husband around? I've driven by your place a few times, but never saw his car. Seems quiet over there.
He's actually on an extended business trip right now. It wasn't planned this way.
Seriously? Leaving his pregnant wife alone? What kind of husband does that?
It came up suddenly. He didn't have a choice. The company needed him.
Is he planning to be back around your due date at least? You can't do this alone. Oh boy, that's rough. Men can be so selfish sometimes.
It's not so bad. My condition is stable now, and my husband and mom check in frequently. Plus, mom sends me frozen home-cooked meals, which is a huge help. She's really been amazing through all this.
She's so cold to her own daughter, but a great mother to you. Always playing favorites.
That's not true at all. Mom really is worried about you and Emma. She asks about you both constantly. Just give her a chance.
I don't believe that, but let's not talk about Mom.
Emma is over 3 now, right? Is she in preschool or daycare? She must be talking up a storm now.
Actually, there were no openings, so I'm in trouble. I've called like 20 different places. No one has space.
Have you tried the new center on Oak Creek? I heard they just opened.
Yeah, waitlisted. I finally found a job, but this is the worst. The timing couldn't be worse. I start next week.
That's great about the job, though. What kind of work is it?
Office work. Good pay, too. But I'm stuck without childcare, so I was hoping you could watch her for a bit. That's actually why I reached out today.
Me? But I'm due so soon.
Not Mom. I don't want to rely on Mom. Who knows what she'll say? She'll just lecture me about being unprepared.
I don't think this is the time for that. Plus, I'm also due myself, so it would be difficult. I can barely move around some days.
Please, I'm begging you. You're the only one I can count on. And don't tell Mom about this either. I'll lose the job opportunity if I can't figure something out.
That's impossible. I'm sorry. I really want to help, but if you need someone to watch her, talk to Mom properly. She'd be thrilled to spend some time with Emma.
Fine, I'll tell Mom I found a job and I'm getting by, so keep it a secret that you're watching Emma. Just until I figure something else out.
I will tell my husband, though. He needs to know if I'm watching a child.
Fine, but no one else.
But I have to tell your brother, too. He checks on me every day when my husband is away.
No way. He'll tell Mom for sure.
That's the one thing I won't budge on. I need support in case anything happens. I can't risk being alone with a toddler in my condition.
Fine, I'll reach out to him too then. But let me do it. I'll explain everything.
Please do. And what's your timeline for this? I really can't do this long term.
Oh, and I'll only need you to watch Emma until the end of this month. It's fine. I found a job, so it'll be easier to get her into daycare. They prioritize working parents. Thanks, Jessica. You're seriously so dependable. I knew I could count on you.
Wait, that's not what we agreed on. I said I can't watch her either. I need to focus on my health right now. The doctor said to avoid stress.
Just for a few weeks. Emma is really well behaved. She can entertain herself.
And yet, here you are dropping Emma off again today. That's terrible. You didn't even ask first. I was about to leave for my doctor's appointment.
I'm sorry. I still can't find an opening at a daycare. The wait lists are so long. What am I supposed to do?
I'm almost due in just 2 weeks. I'm really in a bind, so please stop. This isn't fair to me or Emma.
I get it. Your brother was furious when he contacted me too. But what can I do? If you don't watch her, Emma will be all alone. Do you want that on your conscience?
Then you should find someone to watch a 3-year-old instead of leaving her home alone. Contact Mom, please. She has the time and energy. If she's with me, Emma will just be cooped up inside all day. I can't run around, and it's hard to take her to the park and stuff. I get tired just going up the stairs.
It's fine. My girl loves being at home. And she said she won't complain if she gets a little hurt. She's really mature for her age.
But my health hasn't been great either. I've been getting dizzy spells lately. What if something happens while I'm watching her?
You're at home, so it'll be fine. Just let her watch TV if you're not feeling well. She's good at entertaining herself.
That's not for you to decide, I think. This is a huge responsibility. I'm not comfortable with this arrangement.
But there's no other choice. I can't leave Emma alone. You wouldn't want that, would you?
That's why I'm saying to ask Mom. If you won't tell her, I will. This isn't safe for anyone.
Don't do that. Anything but that. Please, Jessica. I'm counting on you.
It's your fault for not keeping your promise. You said it would only be until you found daycare, but it's been weeks now, and there's something else bothering me.
What now? I'm doing the best I can.
Emma was starving when she got here. Were you feeding her properly before sending her here? She ate 3 bowls of rice. That's not normal.
She's just a picky eater. You know how kids are. One day they eat, the next they don't.
Did Emma say something? She seemed scared to talk about home.
She didn't say anything. She won't tell me, actually. She's just shy.
But she wolfs down food as soon as she gets here, like she hasn't eaten in days. Today she was hiding snacks in her backpack.
I guess she was just hungry. Stop making it such a big deal. You think I'm a bad single mom who doesn't take care of her kid, don't you? Just like everyone else.
I don't think that, but I get the feeling you're just a little cold to Emma. She flinches when I move too quickly. That's not normal for a 3-year-old.
Excuse me? That's crossing the line. Don't make me out to be the villain because of your assumptions. I cherish Emma. It's shameful for someone with no childcare experience to act all high and mighty. Getting all high and mighty just because you're pregnant. You don't know the first thing about raising kids.
I'm sorry. I apologize for making insensitive remarks based on conjecture. I just worry about Emma. But why are you leaving Emma with me on the weekends too? You said you found a job, right? Office jobs don't work weekends.
I have my reasons. Sometimes I need a break. Single moms deserve time off too.
Tell me those reasons. Where are you going when Emma's here? She says you're always with Uncle.
I don't have time to explain right now. My private life is none of your business. Oh, and I'll be picking her up in a week this time. Need to take a short trip.
What? A week? This is the first I'm hearing of this. I have doctor's appointments and my husband is coming home.
I just told you. And once that's over, you won't need to watch Emma anymore. So please, just one more week. I promise this is the last time.
So you found an opening at a daycare? Which one? I just want to make sure Emma will be taken care of.
Yep, that's right. Don't worry about the details. So just focus on preparing for your delivery. You've got enough on your plate.
All right then, but please at least let Emma see Mom. I'm sure she wants to see her granddaughter more than anyone. Emma asks about her all the time.
Fine, I'll bring her by once things settle down. That's if she doesn't bite my head off first. Anyway, take good care of Emma for me. I'll text you when I'm heading back.
Wait, where exactly are you going? I need to be able to reach you. What if it's an emergency?
Don't worry so much. Everything will be fine. Emma knows how to behave. Just make sure she doesn't talk to anyone about staying with you.
Sarah, this doesn't feel right. I'm really worried about both of you. Please, just talk to Mom. We can all figure this out together.
Just drop it. I've got to go. Meeting someone. Thanks again, sis. Jessica? Jessica, where are you? Answer your damn phone. I've been calling for hours. I came to pick up my kid, but where the hell are you? The house is dark. Pick up!
She's not home.
How can you be out this late while pregnant? That's wild. Don't tell me you were out partying while your husband is gone. Real responsible.
This is your mother. What the hell are you doing? Jessica is in the hospital right now. I have her phone because you kept calling. Jessica was too dizzy to hold it. She collapsed while watching your child.
Wait, Mom, is that you? Jessica betrayed me. She wasn't supposed to tell you.
What are you talking about? Jessica's condition got bad while she was watching Emma. She was taken to the hospital by ambulance a few days ago. It was rough. I was shocked. When I went to the hospital, Emma was there. That's when I heard the whole story. She said she was watching Emma, so how could she hide it?
She promised she wouldn't tell. This is none of your business.
None of my business. My pregnant daughter collapsed while secretly watching your child. Your sister could have lost her baby, and my granddaughter has been neglected.
It's not that big a deal. Jessica was fine staying home anyway. She's just being dramatic.
I know everything. I met with Michael too. He's been trying to get in contact with you for months.
You met Michael? How dare you go behind my back? You have no right.
Of course I can't leave Emma alone. I'm the one who's seriously concerned. Usually you would contact me first. I think Jessica called you many times. When was the last time you even checked on Emma?
The timing was bad and I couldn't answer. I was busy. You don't understand how hard it is.
Then you should have called back, but you didn't even do that. Your own child was in the hospital with Jessica. Did you even know?
I forgot. Things have been hectic. I had important plans.
You forgot to contact the person watching your child? Are you out of your mind? What could be more important than your daughter?
Single moms are busy. We can't be perfect all the time. Stop judging me.
You were just out playing around with men, weren't you? Emma told Michael everything. She said Mommy always leaves me alone and that she's always out with men. Apparently, CPS visited you many times too. Did you think we wouldn't find out?
What? Emma told you? She's just a kid. She doesn't understand adult things.
I didn't understand what she meant at first, but she said when CPS comes, I'll get in trouble if I cry. You must have shortened Child Protective Services and scolded her. What kind of mother threatens their child?
They were overreacting. Mind your own business. I know how to handle my kid.
I called CPS, and they said there were reports and they visited you many times. Seems you turned them away. How could you?
They were just overreacting. The neighbors reported me just for scolding Emma a little to discipline her. What a pain. Everyone's so sensitive these days.
The real victim here is Emma. And even though you were getting child support from Michael, you hadn't met him in months. Taking his money while neglecting Emma? How pathetic. How much trouble are you going to cause before you're satisfied? Where did that money even go?
I was raising Emma. You don't know anything about our life. Stop acting like you know everything.
Then you wouldn't have dumped her on Jessica. Jessica was in a bad state with her pregnancy. Taking advantage of someone's kindness, you're the lowest as a person and a parent. The doctor said she could have lost the baby.
Shut up. I don't want to hear your preaching. I'm going to pick up Emma now. This conversation is over.
Emma isn't there.
What? Where is she?
I had Michael pick her up. He's her father. At least he cares about her well-being.
How could you do that on your own? I have custody. You had no right. I'll sue you all.
This is happening because you couldn't take proper care of her as her custodian. The evidence is overwhelming. Even Jessica had to document everything.
I'll sue you. I'm calling the police. You can't just take my kid.
Go ahead and say I took her without permission. The police will want to hear your side of the story. I've already contacted CPS and they're approved Michael to care for Emma for now.
Wait a minute. I'll be in trouble without Emma. I need the child support. You can't do this to me.
They have quite a file on you. The one who's really suffering is Emma. I think CPS will be contacting you via Michael. If you have any sense of responsibility as a parent, respond to them properly. Think about Emma for once.
I'll raise Emma myself, so back off. You're all conspiring against me. Emma needs her mother.
I'm cutting off my ties with you as her mother. Don't ever contact me again and don't come near Emma. We're done here.
Jessica, help me. Please. You're my sister. You have to help.
Sarah, I can't do any more favors for you. I lost my baby helping you. Do you even care?
I'm really in a bind here. Mom won't respond, and Michael is telling me to go through a lawyer. I'll seriously lose Emma. Everything is falling apart.
That's because of everything you put Emma through. You even said Emma was just eating your leftovers before coming here, so you really weren't feeding her properly, huh? She was always hungry, always scared.
I was having money problems. You don't understand how expensive everything is. I was doing my best.
But Michael said he was giving you $2,000 a month in child support. And you were getting government assistance too, right? Where did all that money go?
But money was still tight. I had bills to pay. Dates are expensive.
Because you weren't working, right? And yet you were out playing with men every day? It was all lies. I can't trust a single thing you say. You used me. And you used Emma.
I thought you would understand as a fellow mom. It's hard raising a kid alone. I needed support. Some adult time. Everyone judges single moms.
Even so, Emma should be the top priority. If it was too much alone, you should have relied on Mom and Michael. I'm sure they both would have helped for Emma's sake. Instead, you lied to everyone.
But then they might have taken Emma from me. Michael always wanted full custody. Even Mom would tell me to leave Emma with Michael if she couldn't handle watching her. I couldn't let that happen.
They wouldn't say that if you had dealt with them sincerely, if you had actually been a mother to Emma instead of treating her like a paycheck.
Then Jessica, work with me and contact Michael. Tell him I'm reflecting on my actions. Tell him I can't live without Emma. Help me fix this.
It's not Emma you can't live without, but her child support money, right? That's all you care about. Emma deserves better.
That's not true. How could you say that? I'm her mother.
Then admit your faults and wish for Emma's happiness, and make sure to properly pay Michael for the child support. Take responsibility for once.
Huh? Isn't the man supposed to pay that? That's not fair.
That's irrelevant. The non-custodial parent has to pay. That's the law.
Wait, I can't afford that. I won't have any money left. This is ridiculous.
It'll be calculated based on your income, so it'll be fine. You'll have to get a job like everyone else.
No way. I've always been a housewife. I absolutely refuse to work. I'm not paying him anything. This is all his fault.
So you just want the child support money after all. That's all Emma was to you, a meal ticket.
That's not it. It means I want to be with Emma as much as possible. Any mother would feel the same. You'll understand when you have your baby. Then you'll see how hard it is.
I haven't had my child yet, but I'm aware of my responsibilities as a mother. You have no right to be a parent. Constantly using your child while giving her no love, and then acting like a mom only at times like this? Don't give me that. Emma deserves better, and now she'll have it. Sarah's parental rights were terminated and given to Michael, Emma's father. Ever since living with Michael, Emma has become much more energetic and seems happy every day. Sarah, now completely penniless without Emma, was apparently dumped by the man she was seeing as well. She contacted me asking to borrow money, but I politely declined. Sarah was supposed to pay child support but never paid a dime, and I heard she ended up getting evicted after falling behind on rent too. Michael said rather than having to deal with Sarah, he was relieved she was gone, even if it meant he never received child support. I don't know what ended up happening with Sarah, but there's not a single person who's worried about her anymore. I safely gave birth to a baby boy. He's so cute. No matter how I look at him, me and my husband are completely absorbed in him every day. Raising a child really is difficult, like Sarah said, and honestly, there are very tough times. However, my husband and I plan to work together and build a happy household in our own way. We intend to stay grateful for the miracle of our son being born.